As well as doing commissions for corporate clients, I also do work for private clients. So people may want a piece of wall art for their living room or their kitchen. Typically people have redecorated an area of their house and they want a piece of art to reflect their personality or to match in with their colour schemes. And what I'd like to do is to have a briefing with the client, talk through some of the designs that I've done previously. Quite often people see me at events or shows, so it gives them a chance to see what I've done, and sometimes people will buy the piece that's on show. Other times they may say, you know, it's exactly what I'm looking for, but I just need it to be this dimension or this size, or you know, maybe to incorporate these colours, and that's when I would do a commission piece for people. Sometimes clients bring along a mood board or a style sheet of something which shows colours and swatches from their living room or their kitchen, and then we look at the glass and see how we can match in the colours and how we can tie in the elements within the house and the various aspects of their personality into the piece. I quite like getting people involved in the process of the commissioning, so as well as in the preparation side, I get people to come into the studio, see the piece before it's fired. They get a chance to have a look and make any adjustments if there's any colours that they're not happy with, or they want to change the balance of the design in any way. We can do that at that stage, and I even get people to come along and sprinkle little bits of glass on, or add little bits of dichroic glass and some of the shapes of the pieces. So I want people to feel like they've been involved in the process, and they go away with a piece that they're really happy with and they feel like they've had involvement with. So it's really about them taking ownership as well in the process, and not feeling like I'm just going to go off and do something and they're going to be stuck with something. But it's something that they've been involved in and consulted all the way through. The glass is very versatile. It comes in a sheet form, and I cut it and layer it together and then melt it together. So I describe it as a bit like making cheese on toast. So you're working with cold glass in layers, and then you melt it together, and the colours merge together when it melts. So it's quite a calm process because you're working with cold glass as opposed to glass blowing, which is working with hot glass. And I make all sorts of things, from really tiny earrings and jewellery right up to wall panels which can be 1 metre by 1.5 metres in size. As well as wall art, I do things like dishes and bowls, waves and sort of sculpture pieces. Recently making garden sculptures which look very attractive in the garden, based on natural themes such as seed heads and alliums. I get some really lovely emails and phone calls from people that have just put up their pieces, and they send me photographs of the piece mounted on the wall. That's really nice to see.